Greetings all, it's Blue Knight and welcome back to Paper Mario. Previously, we did a little backtracking and met Junior Troop up again in Forever Forest and promptly kicked his butt. Then we did a little bit of business back in Toad Town and eventually made our way back through Forever Forest to land in Gusty Gulch, and we came across this Valley of Boos who seem to be hiding out from Tubba Blubba. Today we're going to advance through this valley as we continue heading past Gusty Gulch to eventually find Tubba Blubba's hideout. There's more of this Valley of Boos here, and more of these Boos to talk to. Oh, hello. Boo, I guess. Poor effort. Sorry. I had a weird dream last night. This dream voice said, "Sometimes you must turn and run away. You must run and run until you reach the tower with the spitting veins." Something like that anyway. What could it mean? Well, we saw the window as we entered through Gusty Gulch. However, we don't have the means to gain access to it. So I'm going to go back very quickly. Since we did get to this place, I want to find out more with Gubario. Alright, he did talk about this in the last episode when I tattled. Somebody told me if a house is dilapidated, it means it's crumbly and deserted. That sounds like this place. Goopa said Boos love this sort of place. Well, this place is surrounded by Boos, so clearly he's right. The way that house leads is bizarre, isn't it? Why do Boos like homes like these? Well, they find some comfort in it, in a weird way. Best not to judge him. My friend escaped from Tubba Blubba's castle. He claims that Tubba Blubba hides something incredibly important right next to his bed. I wonder what it could be. Hello there, you're going up to beat Tubba Blubba, right? Yeah, get revenge. He'll never eat another ghost, never! Especially not... Oh no! Tubba Blubba's coming! Everybody hide! Lady Bo, you have to hide Mario! Mario, we have to hide! Use my power immediately! Press D down! Everything's cool, lady. He can't see you. No, there's no way Tubba Blubba can see you right now. Looks yummy. I need a snack. A little tangy, but good. Oh, Stanley! Ah, the horror of it all! And we can smooth out by just move the control stick. But man, did we ever see Tubba Blubba? What a fierce monster he looks like. Tubba Blubba ate Stanley! He ate Stanley! I can't believe I just saw Stanley get eaten! Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, cruel destiny! Never seen Boos this horrified before. His clothes showed us how fearsome this Tubba Blubba is. Stanley! No! Why you too? Well, as much as we have to do it, we gotta press forward, because that's the beast we have to take down. Somehow. Oh, that rock. That rock only spells bad news. So, try to hammer it. It moves a lot faster than you think. And it's a lot more dangerous too. That's a cleft alright. But not the kind of clefts that we're used to seeing back at Mount Rugged. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the even worse case of a cleft. A hyper one. Hyper clefts have more defense power than normal clefts. Max HP 4, defense power, and attack power 3. They sometimes charge before they're attacking, or charge their power before attacking. That charged attack will take away 8 HP, so watch out when they start to glow. It'll miss if you become transparent. I think you're sensing a theme here. with this Gusty Gulch pack of enemies. Defense power would fall to 1 if you use an explosion to flip them over. And in case you hadn't noticed, they have spikes up top. It'll hurt if you jump on them. Unless you have Spike Shield. But even then, I'm pretty sure the defense will compensate for how much damage they can take. So to do this, we can either have Bow out for defense or Bombat for offense. Of course, since it's our turn right now, flip it over with an explosion. Yes, we take more than one turn to self-right, so that gives me enough time to attack the underside. And even then, it's still only 1 point with a regular, well, not with a regular jump, with a super boots jump. Goes to show just how terrible those guys could be. But I did see that over there. No, not that. Gotta remember to use my hotkeys button that I assigned with this thing, not the regular control stick. The right stick, that is. So Dizzy Dial. I see another one of those guys over there. That's a Hyper Gooba. I don't think there's such thing as a Hyper Spike Gooba we can find so far. If there is, I'm not really remembering. Oh. Okay. I kind of forgot we didn't meet these guys yet. Just regular Hyper Goobas. This is a Hoppa Gooba. Hoppa Goobas are crazy, uncivilized Goombas living in Gusty Gulch. Max HP 7, attack power 1. They sometimes charge their attack before power before attacking. Yeah, we get the idea. And they could take away 8 HP if they start to glow and use that attack. Gotta use bow, use an item to become transparent. I do have that repel gel, so I can use that at some point during our time here. So charge is what they use to increase their attack power, like so. And they can attack once charged up with Missile Dive by the Hyper Paragooba, or with Missile Bonk with the regular Goobas. Well, regular, I use the term very loosely. Actually, since I do have Quick Change on me, Quick Change will probably be a good badge to have. It's just really expensive to use though, and I'd rather attribute that to other things. I wish I could use it, but I just don't have the BP to, or the amount of overall BP to compensate for using it. And there's the out of sight used in battle. It just pretty much operates like it would outside in the field. Just keeps you from getting damaged by any attack. So that's why bow can be very helpful in both offense and defense. One of the better party members, like I already stated. And I was gonna demonstrate her slap attack, but these guys decided to go back into charging up. Well, at the very least, I could take out one of them. And use my hammer attack to do so. Just because they're charged up, doesn't mean that their defense goes any higher. Their defense remains the same, regardless if they do get powered up or not. There goes one. They're just pretty much yeeting themselves off the screen when you use out of sight. It's pretty funny to see, especially with the Hyper Paragooba pretty much becoming a tumbleweed when its attack doesn't work with Missile Bonk. These guys, the Hyper Goobas, are mostly susceptible to shock and stomp. So I guess using a Volt Shroom or Zap Tap would be another useful item to have with this batch of enemies in the Gulch actually, both Clefs and Goobas alike. Since they have to resort to using physical attacks, that Zap Tap would pretty much break this area. At least when they're normal and not charged up, they're just like any other Gooba. I wish I could say the same for the Clefs, but those were already dangerous to begin with. It's just now that they're in hyper form in this place, they're even more dangerous. And speaking of Repel Gel, got myself another one. I definitely have to use one of those now. Ooh, and hello. Got ourselves a letter 2 for Feisty near the entrance to Forever Forest. That's the guard that was quote-unquote guarding the entire place. Ah, mistimed it again. The good thing about Bo is that because she's a Boo, she can hover over any enemy and use her ordinary slap attack on anyone that she decides to target, or that she is capable of targeting. So she operates on the rules of an aerial partner, like with Paracarry. That guy just went rushing away. Not as funny as the Goombas though. Why not? I bought this for a reason. Let's use it right now. I was not gonna save this for Tubba Blubba. So it generates ooh, it's gonna... No, it's not. All that for a simple pebble. On me, no less! I was really hoping it was gonna use a random Thunder Rage. At least we would have seen that in action. Not sure how much damage that would have done against a Hypercleft. It probably would have been a guaranteed 5 attack regardless of how much defense it would have. Speaking of defense, we can actually show this off too. D-down pound disables an enemy's defense and injures it. I actually never used this one before, come to think of it, and that just clobbered that. Wow! That clobbered that Cleft. I said that was going to be useful for Clefts back in Mount Rugged. I never knew how useful it could be. Dang. I should have used that a long time ago, especially with the Clefts. Another thing about Out of Sight is that once the move is used, regardless if you use Mario or Bo first, then that will skip the rest of your turn. So if you use Bo first and use Out of Sight, that will skip over Mario's turn to attack. So what I suggest you do when using Out of Sight carefully is that you have Mario go first, do whatever you want him to do, and then use Out of Sight with Bo. And when Out of Sight wears off, the Bo cannot move on that turn, since when her turn comes around, that just means that Out of Sight is being turned off. So you should have it in your best interest to carefully use Out of Sight. It can't be helpful, but you gotta make sure to use it at the right time, under the right circumstances. Alright, there's another one over there. Careful. There we go. Let's show this off. This would be even better to be used for cooking hot shrooms. But consider we're dealing with physical type enemies, why not try to see how it will turn out? Besides, I'll buy me time to get Bombette. Never mind. These guys decide they're gonna charge up instead. I'm gonna attempt to disable one of them at least, with Bomb. There, that guy can't move, knocks him out of his powered state too. I didn't know that flipping them over could do that. Good to know. But since now I'm completely electrified, hopefully even with their charged up, power, these guys might take some damage. Oh yeah, they did, but I'd still take a lot of damage myself. So it goes both ways. Yeesh. That worked out way worse than I expected. Should I use Shooting Star? I don't have any recovery items left, actually. Oh, this is bad. This would actually be a good time to run, but if you are able to run successfully for a battle, you drop coins when you're out in the field. So that's why I've never retreated from a fight. I did say that I wanted to use one of these, so might as well use it now. At least that refund badge is working a lot for me. Why not? Getting really desperate here. Gotta use a power bomb. Woo! And I just wasted that repel gel for nothing then. I should have used the power bomb before. What was I thinking? That's what I get for being over paranoid sometimes. Sometimes I just don't think straight when that happens. Then again, sometimes I don't think straight when I'm not paranoid at all. So it goes both ways. I'm only human after all. I make mistakes like anyone else. I also put my pants on one leg at a time like anyone else. Why not? Running out of items here. But I might as well show off Shooting Star. I am not gonna put my foot forward against these guys. That's pretty much what it does. It rains down a huge star storm on whomever happens to be lying on the enemy's side. I got a dry trim out of all that. Fine, I'll use it. It's still 1 HP after all. That's much better than having 5 if I want to have 6. Oh no. I miss you. Can Bobbit help out on this? This guy's gonna move faster than the average cleft. It's gonna take some serious timing on my part to get this pulled off right. Yes! Oh man, these battles are getting tougher and tougher. I really hate going through Gusty Gulch. Oh, Super Shroom. I will need that for sure. This is most absolutely the toughest batch of enemies I've faced thus far. Before I ignore that, Star Piece behind that pack of boulders over there, pack of 2. And we should finally be at the destination. Yes, we are. Tubba Blubba Castle. I am gonna save right here because I have taken a huge pelting in Gusty Gulch. And of course there's no heart block here in sight. That's what I was hoping for, but that's not gonna happen for me. Maybe there might be one lying inside. What the hey, let's go inside. I don't think we've approached enough time to fill out an episode yet. So I'm not sure if we can come across this badge yet. I thought I could outrun that thing. At least we were in the first screen of Tubba Blubba's Castle. So just as fast we got ejected. These things will try to catch us and throw us out. No, really. You wanna tell me something else that's obvious, Bo? Use my ability to turn invincible will fool them. I was gonna try to do that when I realized I couldn't outrun those saucers. Too little too late to go on that though. So those things are sentinels. You can't attack them, you can't fight them whatsoever. The best thing you could do is use bows out of sight to confuse them and get away from them once they do catch wind of you. But I'm pretty sure that the worst when it comes to the enemies are over, believe it or not. Gusty Gulch is very dangerous on the outside, but when it comes to Tubba Blubba's Castle, they're not that deadly on the inside. Although I'm saying this when I'm sitting on 8 health, so take my word with a grain of salt. We have found this guard over here. We can sneak by them. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be foolish and go right for the fight. This is probably a big mistake I'm making, but I'm taking the chance. This is the Clubba. Clubbas are the main gods of Tubba Blubba's Castle. Max HP 8, attack power 3. They often sleep on the job. If you walk very slowly, they won't wake up. They may look big, but if you use the action command perfectly, they're not so tough. These guys can be very dangerous, but I'm pretty sure if I play my cards right, I can withstand them. So they might wield spike clubs, but you can actually jump on them. Just because they're wielding those clubs doesn't mean that they're spiky enemies. One point that you can block them off for if you guard correctly. So in other words, these guys are free reign when it comes to jumping. I'll use a refresh here, just in case, because I can really use the FP. I might have to use my other maple syrup then. I'm sitting at 8 right now thanks to that refresh. Now let's see how we could do when it comes to hammering. Oh, half their health, even better. But Gubar can do the same thing with his head bong, so it can add up very perfectly. Here we go. Enter the first door. And I see another badge over there. Ow. That's not gonna work. We can't really jump onto those tables for whatever reason. So I'll have to bypass this room for the time being. Next up, we'll reach all over here. Another clubber. If I can just get him. Get the jump on him. Yeah, these clubbers are very easy to handle. Fairly easy, not like very. But they can be manageable. If you know what you're doing, you can get by them with little to no trouble. So with this guy, a good trick I've learned when blocking their clubbing attack is to follow a simple counting pattern. So just go like 1, 2, block. That's how you can time it perfectly if you follow that exact rhythm. So if you can manage that and stay on the offense by using strong characters and strong attacks, which is pretty much everyone on my party right now, at least apart from Bo, but she's doing pretty well despite not being super ranked, that you could carry the day against those clubbers very well. So you could bypass them by being sneaky and just tilted the control stick slowly like that, but I'm in it for the experience, and experience really matters in RPGs. Alright, that takes care of one in this room. Getting close to another level up. If I could get that, that will save me so much in the long run when it comes to going through the castle here. And that's numero dos when it comes to the enemies in this room. Oh, 4 more points. If I could get that level up, that will change so much when it comes to the complexion of my run in the entire Gusty Gulch area and in Tubba Blubba's castle. Granted, I am holding my own so far. I would just really like to have that level up though, just to feel completely safe. Can't go in between the gap there. So go slowly. Slowly. And then... Whammo! Say goodnight, Mr. Clubba. And say hello to our next level up. I checked my profiles earlier before starting this episode. This is level 10 for us. Thought it'd be a nice little milestone to reference. Now what to put it towards too? I should put it towards HP, but I think I'm doing pretty well right now. Despite I only have one item to my name. Would BP be useful this time? Man, what do I put it towards? This is actually a really tough decision. BP. We're getting very close to maxing out the amount of BP we can get in the game. So that's why I've been prioritizing that so much when it comes to leveling us up. Oh, level 11. Even better. I know where I got level 9 from before that. Let's see, 3 extra points. I could put towards Dodge Master again, but for the sake of this run in the LP, I'm actually refusing to have Dodge Master on. In the past, it has helped me since I've always had it on. I'm not gonna do that this time, just to make myself learn the timing of Paper Mario by nature. I want to, well, I guess for lack of a better term, get good when it comes to timing with the action command. Made some very hefty changes when it came to my badges. I decided to put back Shrink and Sleep Stomps just to expand my options when it came to attacking. Not that I'm having that much trouble with the clothes to begin with, but I like to be prepared. As well as HP plus, just to get my expanded health anyways. I could have put that towards other stuff, but considering how far, or how well we're handling the club so far, I think we can roll this setup, which means I did tick off close call. It's helped us out before, but we haven't had the need for it recently. I actually opted to use quick change for a split second. In the end, I decided against it for the sake of having more options and upgrading my health too. Actually, wait, that's where I wanted to go before. I did forget which door I did just went through to get to this room, to be honest, so that's why I went back. Thought I went through the other door. But we are in the right place. Want to grab on that, go down here, and open this chest to find the castle key. Opens a locked door in the castle. Is that all we can find here? Oh, heart block, thank goodness. Where were you 2 minutes ago when I needed you the most? Although I don't need you anymore because I got the level up. Well then, that turned out to be pretty useless. At least we got this boo here. Oh, you're Mario. Nice place, huh? As a matter of fact, I came to this castle with my friends trying to find Tubba Blubba's weak point. We managed to find out that there's something important hidden in Tubba Blubba's room on the highest floor. But once I got separated from my friends, I just had to hide. But you could go. First, you need to get to the uppermost floor, then keep going until you find his room. If you happen to run into Tubba Blubba, I repeat, don't fight with him. He's invincible, really, until you find his secret weakness, and well, you better just run away. You got that? I thought you said something else after that. It's just simple instructions. If you see Tubba Blubba, don't fight him. We have heard he's invincible, so you should probably take his word for it, considering how painful Gusty Gulch was leading up to here. Although the castle itself isn't that dangerous. So I think we're gonna stop for now, since this seems to be a good resting spot. And we'll take this time to recover and plan our next approach even further into Tubba Blubba's castle. So next time, we're gonna venture even further inside said castle to see if we can find any more clues about that weak point, or find the weak point itself. You never know what we could find in a big place like this. Until we meet again, farewell for now.